guys, welcome to another edition of This Week on CAF. My name is Sid. I'll be your host again. Welcome to another video on TFF. As you can see, we've rebranded a bit, but yeah, it's been a while, and yeah, it's because of Ramadan and I had exams. My boy Cams as well was moving house, and like he mentioned before, we have an issue with the South American correspondent, which we're going to sort out in the next few weeks, inshallah, and then we will let you guys know. But I hope you guys have been good. Hope everyone's good, everyone's family's good, and yeah, you're ready to watch another video of This Week on CAF. Today we're going to start with stuff that I mentioned on the episode that I did with Cams to announce that we're back. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll recommend it. It's a really good video. You can also learn about Asian football as well. I learned a lot while I was recording that with Cams, and yeah, this I mentioned briefly, and that was that CAF are thinking of moving the the 2025 summer AFCON in Morocco to January 2026. Now, this is not the first time that CAF have done this. They've done this a few times. Um, I believe probably like the last 3 or 4 AFCONs have been like this, where they've said they're going to do it in the summer and then moved it to January. Um, but yeah, but I believe I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's because there's going to be a Club World Cup, which they've expanded. Um, that's going to take place in the US. That's going to take place in the US. They've expanded the Club World Cup now, and it's going to be hard. I don't know what exactly the dates of the Club World Cup are, but I believe it's going to be June. So for the players to play a whole full season, some of them go to a Club World Cup in June, and then play an AFCON in between mid-July and August. Excuse me, between mid-July and August, it's going to be really, really difficult. So I can see why they want to move it to January 2026, just before the World Cup. And yeah, I don't know what to think of this. It's happened before, so it's not going to be like something that I've never seen before. But yeah, you guys let us know in the comments how you feel about this. Which one would you prefer? Would you prefer a summer AFCON, which we haven't had for a very long time? Not a very long time, but we haven't had it for a while. And or would you want another January AFCON? This one was really the past one I Ivory Coast was a really successful one, so I wouldn't be against that personally. But I believe a summer World Cup would do a lot of good for Morocco, especially because um they're going to have a World Cup in the summer in 2030. So it would be a good practice for them to have in the summer, see with the heat, and yeah, see how they're gonna deal with the heat, with the fans and all that stuff in the summer holiday when everyone's more free. But yeah, another thing that I mentioned briefly was oh, not briefly, I spoke extensively about it. Was the Nigerian managerial position. Um, this one has been confirmed now. In the last video, I believe I thought it was going to be Emmanuel Amenuke because of he was the favorites according to the rumors and the newspapers and all that stuff. But it has been confirmed that Finidi George is going to be given the job. Finidi George, of course, was the manager for the last international break with for Nigeria, where they beat Ghana for the first time since 2006. So maybe that helped with their with their decision. And this is what the Nigerian Football Federation President Ibrahim Gusau had to say. He said it wasn't an easy decision. Where to begin to trust our own. We will give Finidi all the trust. Um, we will give Finidi all the respect and support he needs. So yeah, that's Finidi George has been given the job. Um, hopefully, um, hopefully it does well for them. Nigeria is a massive nation in Africa, and we need our big nations in Africa, especially to start doing well, especially in the World Cup. I want to see an African country win the World Cup before I die. So you guys, has to everyone has to step up basically, and it's good that they said the stuff about trusting their own, because Africa traditionally we used to go for foreign managers, and now I feel like most countries are starting to to pivot towards their own managers in their own countries, which is always a good thing for Africa. And yeah, long may it continue. Now, really unfortunate and unfortunate and somewhat disturbing news that's coming from Zambia and Gabon. They're both of them are in risk of being suspended by FIFA and CAF for different reasons. Um, Zambia, um, one is for fraud, and the Gabon one is for pedophilia, which is really serious. But but yeah, this is let's start with Zambia first because it's easier. So the Zambia Football Association president Andrew Kamanga is accused of obtaining government funds under false pretenses and participating in a conspiracy to defraud. So he's been accused of fraud essentially. Um, this is from the Star Kenya. It's a Kenyan newspaper. They're the ones that broke the news. Um, I'll keep updating you guys on this because it's really serious accusations. So we will see what happens to Zambia and the Zambian Football Federation and their president. Um, Next is Gabon, and with Gabon it's slightly more serious because as the president of the Gabonese Federation, Pierre Alain uh, Mungengi, he would is accused of non-denunciation of crimes of pedophilia. So his one is severely more serious. And this news was broken by France 24 in the French version. They have accused um, or obtained some sort of evidence on the Gabonese Football Federation president of engaging in pedophilia of some sorts. Um, yeah, it's really serious. And again, we'll keep you guys up to date because this is really serious. So we'll like I said, we'll keep you guys up to date and we'll follow this story really closely and see where it leads. Hopefully, it's all a big miss. Hopefully, it's all a big miscommunication or misunderstanding or of some sorts because these are really serious frauds and it can cause really big damage to the Gabonese and Zambian football and country as a whole. So yeah. So Nathan Dwala, he was accused of um ID fraud. If you remember, we spoke about this. I believe one of my last this week's on CAFs. He was accused of ID fraud. Apparently they found that he had two IDs essentially with different names and different ages. But he has been acquitted. Um, this happened a few weeks ago during my our break essentially, and yeah, he has been acquitted of false accusations of ID fraud and has been permitted to play in the Cameroonian league, and obviously he can play for the Cameroonian national team as well. And yeah, um yeah, his team even won the Cameroonian first division, Victoria United, and I believe he was one of the best players of the league. So because we spoke about him having ID fraud, is only fair we speak about him getting acquitted. Um, and yeah, that was announced a few weeks back. Like I said, I believe even before the international break. So or in the midst of the international break. So yeah, there you have it. Nathan Dwala has been acquitted of ID fraud, and he's basically essentially back playing football, like he was before. So that's that's nearly the end of our video. But I'll leave you with a Benoit Asuekoto quote essentially, because he was asked why did he choose to play for Cameroon. Uh, I believe he was born in France to Cameroonian parents, or at least one of them was Cameroonian. And yeah, this is what he had to say. He said, "Why did I choose Cameroon? Since our childhood, we have been constantly reminded that we are not French. Growing up, I would wear the French jersey after the same country committed genocide in Cameroon. A Congolese player who would join the Belgian team after everything that happened. How would you be proud to wear this jersey? You really have to be stupid, and I'm not stupid. The black man doesn't think sometimes." And well, what he was referring to there was the Cameroon, which was colonized by the French and the British, and when they fought there for their independence in the 1950s and 60s, there was a Bamileke genocide where around 60,000 to 400,000 people were killed between 1959 and 1964. So when he was speaking about the Cameroonian genocide, I believe um that's where he was alluding to, and there may be another one happening there. And the Congo genocide. This was the Congo genocide where 10 million people in Congo were killed by Leopold II, or during Leopold II's reign as the Belgium. I don't know if it was president or emperor. I don't know what he was called in Belgium, but Leopold II's reign, and 10 million people, Congolese people, 10 million Congolese people were killed during that genocide that doesn't get enough coverage. And there sadly is another genocide going on right now in Congo as we speak. So do with that information what you will, and yeah, sorry to end like that, but I believe it's important to know the history of our of our, of our continent. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learnt something new, at least one new thing about African football that's happened this week and obviously beyond, because I wasn't um I wasn't around. And yeah, hopefully inshallah we were making a lot more videos more consistently. Me, um, and Cams especially will be more consistent with our videos. He inshallah this week will make a Asian version of this where he will tell you about what's happened in Asian football during the past week. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said before, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.